Are you chasing success or being chased by it? The difference between ambition and greed could be the reason you're either thriving or burning out. And if you don't know how your brain is wired for each, you're flying blind. In this video, we're breaking down the neuroscience behind ambition and greed, what's really driving your decisions, how your brain chemistry shapes your future, and most importantly, how to take back control. Subscribe to Expert Smart Tips right now, because every week we break complex brain science into practical tools you can actually use to think smarter, lead better, and live with purpose. If you don't, you'll keep falling for the same traps that sabotage success without ever knowing why. Let's fix that. Let's dive in.
Imagine two people. They both wake up before dawn. They both want to succeed. They both are hungry for more. On the surface, they look the same. Driven, relentless, determined. But inside, their minds are following two very different scripts. One is fueled by ambition. The other is ruled by greed. Ambition and greed, twin flames, often mistaken for each other, both whisper, go further, achieve more. But their intentions diverge, and their destination couldn't be more different. Ambition has vision. It's purpose-driven, grounded in long-term goals, fueled by discipline and meaning. Greed, on the other hand, is impulse-driven, addicted to the next win, chasing quick hits without care for the cost. This isn't just philosophy, it's neuroscience. In both ambition and greed, dopamine plays the lead role. This powerful brain chemical is your internal reward system. It motivates you to act, to chase, to push forward. But how it's activated makes all the difference. For the ambitious mind, dopamine is a steady stream, released as you make progress, reinforcing hard work, focus, and patience. For the greedy brain, dopamine is a flood. It spikes in anticipation of immediate gratification, then crashes, leaving you needing another hit. Greed, in essence, mimics addiction. It's not about fulfillment, it's about the high of wanting. Think of your prefrontal cortex as your inner CEO, planning, strategizing, balancing risks and rewards. In ambition, the CEO is in charge, calm, composed, future-focused. In greed, the CEO is silenced. Emotion storms the boardroom. Impulses take over. You start making rash decisions, chasing what's fast instead of what lasts. The result? More mistakes, more regret, less growth. We all face fear. But the amygdala, the emotional core of our brain, decides how we use it. The ambitious person uses fear as a compass. Fear of failure becomes fuel for preparation and resilience. The greedy person lets fear run wild. The fear of missing out, of not having enough, drives hasty, risky moves. Where one sees challenge, the other sees scarcity. Now enter oxytocin, the hormone of trust, bonding, and human connection. When we pursue ambitious goals that benefit others, oxytocin flows. Teams thrive. Purpose deepens. Relationships flourish. Greed starves oxytocin. Empathy fades. Collaboration dies. Self-interest takes the wheel. You may win short-term with greed, but you win with people, and greed burns bridges fast. Here's the good news, and the warning. What you practice, your brain becomes. Ambition rewires the brain for resilience, self-discipline, and delayed gratification. Over time, it gets easier to stay focused and purposeful. Greed, however, entrenches pathways of compulsion and restlessness. The more you chase short-term highs, the harder it becomes to stop. Your brain is sculpting your future, one decision at a time. Ambition doesn't just transform you, it elevates others. It inspires teams, it builds legacies, it fuels innovation that lasts. Greed, it isolates, it corrodes trust, and it often ends in burnout, disconnection, or collapse. What you choose doesn't just impact your success, it defines your story. So now the question isn't whether you're driven. The question is, what's driving you? Ambition or greed? Science shows we can choose. With awareness, reflection, and intention, we can shift the way our brain works. We can train ambition, tame greed, and build a life that's not just successful, but deeply fulfilling. Because in the end, ambition builds a future. Greed only consumes the present. Success isn't about how fast you run. It's about why you run, how you run, and who you become along the way. So take a breath. Look inward. Choose ambition. And let your brain, your relationships, and your legacy thank you for it.